Hello, I'm David and I'm going to introduce you to our Auto-Trail Savannah motorhome, which is a 2013 model and we bought last year, and it's only done about 12,000 miles. The previous owners have only used it for a few long trips, just staying in one site, but we're using it as much as we can. So if I just show you around, this is the back end. And we've just recently bought these two electric bikes because what we found is some sites you're a bit remote and you need to be able to do shopping, and she's a bit big to go shopping at local shops and things. So we got the bike so we can go 4, 5, 10 miles to the nearest town and do the bits and pieces shopping. That's what we've got there. We've got the tow bar all fitted because we've also got a smart car. Smart for 2, is it, love? Smart for 2, yeah. Smart for 2 smart car, which we tow behind. So sometimes if we're planning to go away to somewhere really interesting, like maybe up in Northumberland, lots of places to see, we can park cubby up, set the awning out, which doubles the size of the space we've got. Not this awning. We've got we've got an enclosed awning like and that can be our base. And then we use the smart car just to go touring around locally. Useful, very useful. That's really good. And the smart car, nearly 70 miles to the gallon, no road tax. Super efficient. Fantastic, yeah. Happy days. So that's this end. And then we've got what we call the garage, which goes right through the full width of the vehicle. So you can get loads of stuff in here. It's got plenty of storage space. What do you keep in there mainly? The chairs, the floor covering. We've got a pump system here for the water. There's obviously the water container, which we fill up with water. It's quite a clever thing. It rolls along, so you don't have to carry it. It just pulls along behind you. Super useful. And we also keep the big awning when we use that. The one with the windows that you roll out. Yeah, that's cool. Then we've got where we fill up with water. Yep. And she holds about 160 litres, something like 160, 180 litres. That's a good amount. So it's, yeah. What we find is one of those barrels will last us about a day. So with 3 or 4 of those in here, that's everything. We're completely self-sufficient on water. Very nice. Then we have this sort of contraption here, which is great. It's an external gas fitting, so we can put the gas fitting in there so we can have the barbecue out here. Nice. I've also got a gas powered pizza oven and we've got a paella cooker. Oh wow. So we've got all these bits that we can set up. We can do a really good outdoor, that sounds amazing, catering, which is pretty good. Just inside the window here there's a 12-volt socket, and that powers a submersible pump which we put into the water barrel and goes in through here to fill up the water tank. So there's no lugging and tipping and all the rest of it. You just switch it on, pump it in, and that's done. So that's that. Then if we move along a bit further, this is the toilet. Okay. So again, very simple. It's all external access. Yeah. So you just pull those two together, pull it out like a cassette. It's on wheels. You can drag it along to the waste disposal, tip it all out. Then you rinse it out, put some fluid in, put a little bit of water in, shove it back in, and off you go again. I mean, everybody thinks these things are disgusting, but they're not actually. It's really, really well designed. You don't get splashed in shit and stuff. It's if you know what you're doing and you're careful, it's not a problem at all. It doesn't smell at all. This particular model's got a fan in it, so when everyone's using the loo, the fan comes on and it extracts the air out, so you don't even get any fumes or anything. Very clever. It is. It sounds almost perfect, or pretty much perfect. Clever bit of kit. The only thing I would say is, as you get older, when you need the loo more, we could do a bigger one. Yeah, understandable. Obviously that's the entrance door, and then if I just open this, you can reach round. This is a very useful piece of kit. That's our gas tank, but it's what they call a gas flow, and rather than changing cylinders, just here, I don't know if you can see it, is the filling point, so we can fill up with gas from the LPG pumps at garages and that. So there's no lugging cylinders about, you just pull up when you're fueling up, just hook it on and fill up with gas.
That looks like the 11 kilogram cylinder.
It is, yeah, and it's, I mean, it's just, my good friend Callum has explained how it should last us virtually forever,
yeah.
And it's proving to be that way.
Yeah.
It's a really cheap, easy way of using the gas. That we use for cooking, and we can use it for heating. So we've got a dual system boiler, and also the fridge will operate off gas as well whenever we need to. So that's that. Then what else have we got on the front here? Oh, just a thermal blanket, basically. It keeps it nice and cool in the summer, nice and warm in the winter, and you don't get all condensation inside.
Yeah.
So that's the trick there. We've got a few gadgets on the other side. This is just a good storage cupboard. Oh, just locked it. Oh, that's it.
There we go.
Yeah, so in here we've got, that's coaxial cable. So we've got a aerial point inside, a coaxial aerial point. So on some sites you can actually plug into a communal aerial, which gives you a much better signal. So that's what that's for. We've got a grey waste pipe. That's the grey waste, so that plugs into there. And if the owner would allow us here, for instance, we can just run the pipe out, and then the grey waste, which is the washing up water, shower water, we try and minimise any solids going there at all. We don't like bits of food in there. So for most places, people are quite happy for you to water the grass, basically. But otherwise, we do have a big waste storage tank, which will hold, I think it's about 100 litres of water, grey water. So that's that. That's the case for the screen. I won't lift these out, but we've also got a set of chains for the front wheels, so that if we do get stuck anywhere, or
yeah, handy,
things are bad, we can put chains on and get out using that. That's the reel for the electric hookup.
Yep.
So here we're hooked up to the power supply there. And that
yes, they have alpacas here.
Then underneath here, if that's open, yep, it's open. So we pull that up, and what you'll see here is normally you'll have one big leisure battery, which gives you all your 12-volt power, but we put an extra one in, so it means we can
good idea
off grid for, well, we've just recently been off for 5 days, and yet we've been able to still use everything, and they're now all charged up again. That's the mains power coming in. Just got some extra ramps for levelling up when we need it. So that's all those bits and pieces. And just here is the coaxial connector, which I was talking about earlier. So that's all nicely tucked away in there. We've got extra bits of space which we're not using at the moment. So that's that. While we're talking about the power, you can't see it from here, but there's a big solar panel on the roof as well. So that's continually topping up everything as well. This is quite a nice little extra we've got. This fitting here is an external shower. So we've got a shower hose with a shower head. It's adjustable and it runs hot and cold water. So if you've been on the beach and you want to have a shower off before you get in the home, we've got that. We've got dirty dogs, you can shower the dog.
Very nice.
It is really useful.
Super useful.
That works off the whole mains water system and heating system inside. So that, again, that's another extra. Then we've got the other side of the garage here. You can see the sort of space you've got. It goes up quite a way up inside.
Okay.
Just to orientate yourself, when we see inside, we've got two separate beds, and the beds are kind of at this level, coming to about here somewhere. So everything below is storage. So this area here is a big storage area, which you can access from inside the van, or from here. You can see up inside there.
Yeah.
That's it. You're looking at the underside of the bed now.
Yeah.
So we do have quite a bit of storage. Then that's your freshwater drain tap.
Mhm.
So really, for when you've maybe had the van in storage for a while, you want to rinse through the freshwater storage tank, put some cleaner through it and that, and then you can just drain it out from there. This obviously is one of the ramps we use.
Yeah.
It's a very uneven site here, so we've had to muck about trying to get it level. And we've done it eventually, a bit of playing around. Most sites we'd take this to, it would be flat and level, we wouldn't need to use them. So that's the outside.
Awesome. And now we go inside.
Now we go inside.
There's Carolynne.
This is the wife.
The boss.
The
Mind
boss.
the head. Mind the boss.
This is a good little gadget. I'm using the inside control now, but normally when you unlock the home, seat
Step comes out.
So you can step up on that.
And then we've got a bin here and a nice umbrella, which is in a super
Yeah,
handy
there's a bin.
spot.
Oh, this is actually a collector's item. It's an original Auto-Trail umbrella, which apparently they don't make anymore. And they used to give you one with every new motorhome. Well, this came with the new motorhome and has never been opened. So probably make a few bob on eBay.
Yeah.
One thing you find with motorhome owners is that they're obsessed with them, and they're forever looking for bits and pieces to make theirs a bit more unique.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the sort of thing they buy. One interesting thing on all the windows, I can demonstrate on here, you've got a complete blind, and also you've got, in the case on the door, you've got the fly. So
that's good.
You know, when you're in the Mediterranean, perhaps down in Portugal or something,
Yeah.
and it's really hot and you want air circulating, every window has the two different screens. So you've got the blackout screen and you've got the netting.
That's very handy.
And they are completely insect proof. They're really good. Got that. So come on in. Right, this is the sort of business end. So these are captain's chairs and they swing round, so you've got plenty of room here. This table swings round so you can both sit and have that there like that. The front end is basically a Fiat Ducato cab, but we've had a rather expensive sat-nav entertainment system, and the entertainment system runs all off the 12-volt system, so even if you don't have a mains hookup, we've still got television and everything else. The TV all comes on through the screen here, which you've also got HDMI links to. You can put Amazon Fire Stick in. It's got all the latest stuff in, and also the sound system is wired throughout the home. So you've got speakers under the top tier. We've got loads of storage space. So you've got this whole area in here, in there, cupboards in there. This is nice because, as you can see, when that's open, you've just got loads of light flooding in. It feels really light and airy in here. We deliberately chose the model that doesn't have the extra driving seat. So on a lot of the models you've got two seats here, which have seat belts, but to comply with the law they have very high backs. so it would kind of almost separate that off. Whereas this design, it's still nice and open and airy. It's really good. I'll just shut this at the moment. Carolyn doesn't want flies getting in.
Yeah, I just saw that fly flying about. I think he's gone now.
That window, that goes up a lot higher, but we've got it sort of halfway up and it closes up down.
Mm-hmm.
Got a pretty sophisticated electrical system here. So this is a solar panel charge. You can see we're getting loads of power coming through at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
This is the the 12 volt section and the fuses, and then we've got the mains 240 volt there. This control, that's the general 12 volt power. Then we've got power in the pumps, lights. We can switch between the vehicle and the leisure batteries with that switch there. It's a very sophisticated charger unit, and it's continually monitoring all the batteries, and it will move power from one to the other so that they're all kept topped up. If it notices that one's getting really badly discharged and it can't find out what's discharging it, it will switch it off to stop the battery being damaged. So it's a really good system. So that's all in there. Then in here, behind this, that's onboard antenna for the TV. So that goes up, and then we just rotate it round. This will find the best signal. So as you turn it, it's changing colour until you get the full green, and then you know that you've got a perfect thing. And also the antenna is tiltable, so it goes.
Can you do that from in here, or have you got to get up on the roof?
Sorry?
To tilt the antenna,
Oh
can
no,
you do that?
it's all done from here.
Ah.
Yeah, you just loosen that off. That goes up, and then this little winder here tilts it and rotates it.
Okay.
So it's all done from inside, so you can stand here, watch the TV, watch the Vision Plus, and you can then get it all exactly right. Right, we've got lots more storage. So here we've got sort of storage for the kitchen area. Then we've got a fully functioning microwave and the gas hob with a gas oven underneath and a gas grill. But we've also got the electric heating element as well, which is good. It's all a good size grill. Excuse me, that's from breakfast. And then you've got a good size oven as well. But you can get a chicken or anything like that in there, no problem at all. And I found it's actually very quick. It's a lot more efficient than I thought it would be. So well pleased with that. Got a nice extra storage area under here.
Oh yeah.
Where you can put pots and pans and all the rest of it. A sink. Sort of tucked away under this additional bit of worktop, which is really useful. So we use that all there. Just for chopping and bits and pieces, and then I usually put a chopping board here. So this comes out here. And then I can also stick that on there and I can do all my chopping. So it's actually, you get a reasonable amount of workspace once you've got those out there. Then we've got quite a clever little storage system here with these wire drawers that all come out. So you can sort of put all your dry goods in there and your coffee and tea and all the rest of it. And then a pretty good large storage area here as well, which is done really well with all the cutlery, and these drawers shelves go back quite a way, so you can get most of your cooking utensils and pots and pans and what have you in there. Then we have, which I think is quite unusual in motorhomes, is what's almost a full-size fridge with a freezer.
Oh.
That's our mint from our garden.
Oh, lovely.
So it's fresh mint. So we've got a good sized freezer compartment there. So if you were sort of travelling and you wanted to have several microwave meals and things, you know, you can almost keep a week's supply in there for two of you. And then the other good thing is a really good size fridge with plenty of storage. It's also, the good thing about the fridge is it operates on 3 power sources. When we're on hookup like we are here now, so it's working off mains electricity from the electric hookup. When you're driving, it'll switch automatically to the 12-volt vehicle system, and that'll just keep it ticking over. And then if you're off-site and you don't have the electrical hookup, then it will switch automatically to gas. So your fridge freezer is always going to be working no matter where you are and what you're doing, which is really good. I'm really pleased with that. Got a very generous storage area here. It goes right back to the skin of the vehicle, so you know you can get boxes and all sorts of bits and pieces in there. So that's useful.
What's that little cupboard there?
Ah, yeah, glad you pointed that out. This one is a table. I don't know what they're getting out, but it slides out and it's a big table which will either take up this whole area here, or what's really useful is you can take it outside and use it as a picnic table. So that's really good. Then we have here, I'll put this light on. Yeah, you've got a courtesy light at the bottom there. So
awesome.
Anyone who's sort of sleeping in here, because this does go into a double bed, they've got their own switch up here, so that if they need to go to the loo in the night, that they can switch that on. And you've also got this additional lighting. Oh yeah. Sort of mood lighting.
Very nice.
Which you can have. And then again on the top you've got this sort of lighting. So it's got a lot of variation in the lighting you can have. And of course at the moment we've got the
skylight, massive skylight.
It just lights it all up. And at night, if you're sort of laying out in here and just looking up at the stars, it's just fantastic. Yeah, it's really good. So come on through to the bedroom. Yeah. The first thing is obviously here we've got a full-size shower, shower head, and it really is good. It's a nice shower. I'll tell you in a minute why. But yeah, it's you don't feel all cramped up in it. Yeah. Oh, the other interesting little thing is you've got this little gadget here, which pops down, and so you can put coat hangers on there for wet coats, wetsuit, yeah, whatever you want. So that's a useful little touch. And again, really nice lighting. It's all well lit up. Under, I won't pull all this up. Yep. But you've got cupboard access under here. And when I showed you outside, I showed you roughly the size of it, but you can imagine now. What's unusual in this particular van, which we had as an extra, we've got a immersion heater, which runs when you're on electric hookup. It runs off the mains, so that gives us an extra 10 litres of almost instant hot water, and that is connected into the combi boiler, which is under the other bed, and that does all the hot water. That does hot water and also warm air heating. You'll see around the place you've got these little ducts. Yeah, I noticed there's one down there. Yeah. So when the boiler comes on and you've got the heating selected, it's instant. I mean, it's just warm air comes out and it warms up really quickly. Ours takes like maybe a minute to get 30 seconds to like kick in before the warm air comes. Right, yeah, because this is really fast. It's fantastic. And the combi boiler works on the gas or electrical hookup, and you can vary the way you combine the two. And it does work out for you as well which is the best fuel to be using when you've selected both, so it'll switch backwards and forwards. Super efficient. Maybe you want it, yeah. Got two. We decided on the 2 single beds simply because we go to bed at different times, and being of a certain age, tend to need to get up in the night for the loo, and if you've got a fixed double bed, one of you's got to climb over the other. Yeah. But they've got fully adjustable, so they'll come up to give you a back support. We've got, if you want to come in through here, we've got the hookup here for a 12-volt supply, main supply, and you've got the aerial connection. So a lot of people do actually put a television here. Yeah, makes sense. And you can put it on an adjustable thing, so it will come out, which is what some people do. Got a nice wardrobe fitting here.
More lights.
Loads of space, yeah, all LED lights coming on. You've got plenty of drawer space here. You've also got an extra shelf that comes out of here. And that actually then pull that out, and then you can switch these mattresses around, and you've got a transverse double bed.
Yeah.
So if you do want a double bed, it's there. Just dead easy to switch it around. It's back into there. What else have we got in here? We've got a good lighting system. You've got each got your own individual reading lights, plus all these extra lights, and then the sort of just like a night light in the roof there.
Yeah.
And so you could adjust all that. Again, loads of cupboard space. You know, just acres and acres.
That's a lot of storage.
Big space in the back there, which is nice. You know, you really have got plenty of space. That's the toilet in there.
Maybe I'll come round.
If you come round me, yep. There you go. You go in there. So if we open the toilet, you can see the loo in there with the cassette, and you've got the mirror, loads of cupboard space again. And also
another vent I noticed. Oh.
Yeah, got another vent up there. In these, you can also actually how can I explain it? Rotate the toilet round.
Yeah.
So you know, if you're say a big
long legs,
you want a bit more room and long legs, you can actually just close that off, and then this seals this off as a completely separate room.
Oh wow!
So that can be a separate toilet, shower.
That's so cool.
And for instance, for Carolynne and I, she tends to go to bed earlier than I, so she can come in here, shut the door. I'm in there, in my own room. You know, we've got a bit of privacy and
That's a dream. That's a dream. That is.
You know, and it's really nice. But yeah, what I was going to say with the loo is you can actually rotate the loo around. So if you've got long legs, you can turn it to there, or just turn it back there.
Easy as that.
Easy, yeah, dead easy. And you've got all this extra space under there, say for the loo rolls and things.
Yeah.
And a good sized cupboard here. All your bits and pieces as well. It's a pleasure to show us around our humble motorhome. And if anyone's got any questions, just get in touch.
Awesome. Thank you very much.